Well, hello there. Welcome back. We're on the ISO #1. I'm excited because, as I mentioned earlier in the telecast, it's just so much fun to be a fan and to get to do this job. And we have excellence all across the world of arts, public service, politics, and on, but there's something about the athletes. It's a big weekend this weekend. It's going to be an Olympic year in 2018, and so the Olympic trials are going to be taking place at the UOP, and we have not one but 3 athletes with us this morning who will be competing. They are national champions, but you gotta make it in the Olympic trials. So they are preparing themselves for a big weekend of competition. We're going to be talking about Nordic combined as well as ski jumping, and I'm here with Nina Lucy, Will Rhodes, and Brian Fletcher. Welcome, you guys. Great to see you all. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
How you feeling? How y'all feeling?
Excellent.
Yeah. Is there a marked difference either physically or psychologically for you guys? Obviously, Olympic trials it's a very big deal. You don't go if you don't make it through, but have you, through your years of training and your years of experience competing, have you established an ability to say, it's the same jump, it's the same process that I've been working on?
Yeah, I think that's really important. I mean, different events mean different things, and you can qualify for different things like the Olympics or, a World Cup or whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, it's just, jumping the ski jump the correct way to the best of your ability and doing the best that you can.
And we were I'm sorry, Nina, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that another huge difference is there are a lot of American flags in the crowd here. At our World Cups, I think we're excited to see 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That's huge for us, but to have all of these American fans on, our home soil, I think that means a lot, and to physically feel the support, I think, is really, really nice.
I also think it's really cool to give something back to the fans, because there's so many people in the community that support us over the years, and then we don't really have competitions on our home soil all that often. So to be able to have a comp and actually get to show them what it's like and our performance at the highest level is really cool. And so it's just kind of fun to be able to put our best foot forward for the fans as well.
And hear the cowbells jangling
exactly.
through the air in beautiful Utah. It's an interesting dichotomy that you all hail from the United States. You've obviously dedicated your lives to sports that have a worldwide popularity, and yet, as you said, it's a really different experience being in Europe and where these sports, where these disciplines are much more central to kind of the culture and fanhood. Talk what it's like on a weekend like this to see the American flags, and to know that, and this is a thing I've always connected to ever since I was a little kid, is this idea of representing your country in the Olympics. It's a huge thing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, no matter where we are in the world, we're proud to represent our country, and we're proud to go out there and compete. And again, to be able to do it on home soil is pretty awesome. Obviously, we've dedicated our lives to this sport, and knowing that it's a primarily European-based sport is definitely challenges. I mean, we spend a lot of time on the road. Nina lives in Slovenia pretty much most of the time now, so it's definitely challenges. So to be able to have events at home is just really cool.
And I wanted to take a run at this because I think I may have it right. You're now living in Ljubljana. Is that how you pronounce it?
That sounds pretty perfect.
Trying to get my Slovenian accent down. How long have you been living overseas?
Well, I went to 3 years of high school in Austria, and then came back and was based here in Park City for a little over a year, and then decided that a European base is easier for me with traveling, and also when you're training, you come in contact with a lot of the other teams, which it gives you a clear showing of where you stand internationally, so that is really nice. And our head coaches are all Slovenian now, so home away from home kind of thing.
That's cool. Very cool. We'll talk a little bit, if you would, about your experience. I know in the notes that they gave me, they mentioned that you're a childhood cancer survivor.
That's me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. I blew it. I'm sorry, you guys. Well, it's in any case, the question is, and I apologize, you guys.
You're good.
Do you have times when you're at this level of excellence in your performance, and especially in combined, where the training on the endurance side is so heavy? Do you look back often, or is that something that's kind of further back in your life that you're kind of this person now?
I think it's a little bit more I'm this person now. I think it's difficult, obviously, if you kind of use that as a crutch every single day, it's really difficult to reach the highest levels. So for me, it's something that I've gone through that I, look back on a bad day and be like, well, I'm still here or whatever. It doesn't, it's something that I've gone through that I'm, inspires me for sure. But, I'm actually out there just trying to reach my, fullest potential and inspire other childhood cancer survivors to reach their fullest potential. So definitely today I'm going each new day, trying to achieve something new, something better, and new higher level.
And do you have a fan base that connects to that part of your story? Because I know in some sports,
certainly,
and I'm thinking of Team Novo Nordisk in professional cycling, and the entire team is type 1 diabetics, and they're like rock stars in their own world. I mean, there are parents who bring their kids out, and these kids absolutely worship these riders because they see that what the challenges are in their childhood can be surmounted to the very top of sport.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I think it's something that every parent who has a kid that's going through childhood cancer, diagnosis or treatment or even recovery, looks to the stories that are out there. And that's one of the reasons that I started a nonprofit called CC Thrive, which is really just trying to inspire kids to reach their fullest potential. Because when I went through it, there weren't a whole lot of stories for kids to look up to and aspire to. They had older adult cancer survivors who were already established in their career and then, running with their media. But as a kid going through it, you want to know, hey, that kid went through the same thing at the same time, and now look where they are. And so, it's cool to have parents be able to reach out to me and say, hey, my son's going through this or my daughter's going through this, and I had no idea what they could become in life, and now I realize that they could become anything they want to be. And that's what's important about it. So,
even go to the Olympics.
Yep, absolutely.
Really cool. Will, what's the competition like for you this weekend? How are you feeling?
I feel good. I'm from Park City, so I grew up on these hills, taking thousands of jumps here. So I'm really excited. I have some friends and family there. So
yeah, I would have to imagine that familiarity is something that, well, I'm sure you don't estimate of its importance. I mean, in the end, you still have to get all of the technical things right, but even just the landscape of what it looks like from the top of the jump and hills and neighborhoods of Park City that you've known your entire life.
Yeah, and every hill is just a little different. So growing up here, you really got the right feeling for it, and I've jumped well here in the past. I've got some good results the last couple of years in Park City, mostly in the summertime. But yeah, I think we're all pretty excited for the weekend.
Yeah,
it's fantastic stuff. Resting well.
Yeah.
Staying hydrated, all those basic things. Is there any difference, and obviously you guys are in different sports, but is there any difference from, say, climate? Obviously it's very warm this week. Will that affect your preparations in any specific way, or are you just so used to kind of running the calculus of what's happening this competition last week versus this week, that kind of thing?
I mean, I arrived last night and I was so happy. It was 38 degrees, sunshine. I was like, this is okay. And I'm from the East Coast, and they're having some really cold temperatures right now, so below zero. And so I'm calling my family, and they're like, oh, we can't even go outside. I'm like, oh, it's nice. I think I might go snowshoeing. So it's really, I mean, it doesn't bother me that it's a little warm. Definitely not.
Yeah, I think it'll be a challenge. I think the air will be a little bit thinner for the jumping, and the cross-country course may be icy and glazy. So it'll be like, a challenge, but nothing we haven't seen before. We're all prepared for this, and obviously the best person will win on the comp day. So.
And being able to adjust to changing conditions, differing conditions, is also a part of being a great champion. So
absolutely.
Without a doubt, in that sense, the playing field is always level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Well, it's so great to have you guys here, and thank you best wishes for your best competition, no matter what the outcome. And of course, one of the things that we love about getting to do television and meet you guys is that when we turn on the Olympics and see y'all's names, it's a really special thing because we're rooting for somebody that we know. So we'll be pulling for you guys this weekend. We hope that your health is good and that your head is good and clear and that all the right things happen, and we sure appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, thanks for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
Hey, here's one last thing. It's 2017, so we couldn't go through a conversation like this without giving you guys an opportunity to tell folks your social media, because that's another amazing way to follow along and give a big smile. It's a thing, right? We have to do social media. Tell folks, Will, if you would.
Yeah, I think they're all the same. I think it's all just the handle or it's just at Will Rhodes. I think that would be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
What's your favorite platform?
I probably use Instagram the most. I like Twitter just because of you can just kind of throw some garbage out
Yeah,
there.
Will
and
is funny.
it kind of disappears faster. So.
That's awesome.
I like
And spell
Twitter.
your last name for folks if you would.
Yeah, so Will, W-I-L-L, and then last name R-H-O-A-D-S.
Oh, A, H and an A in
yeah,
there. So
kind of a bizarre spelling.
very good. I think it's the most traditional one of all, actually.
Is it?
But yeah, I think
Learn
so.
something
I
every
think
day.
so. Awesome, Nina.
Nina Lucy, Nina-L-U-S-S-I.
Excellent.
That's
and
it.
any spaces in there?
Yep.
And that's on all the platforms.
Yep.
Awesome, Brian.
Mine is at Ski Fletch on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so you should be able to spell that one pretty easy. And then also, you can follow all of our Instagram and social media accounts at www.usanordic.org. So that would be a great
That's
place
good.
to collect
Good.
all of them,
That's
as
the-
well as check out the other athletes
the
who will be
easiest
competing.
way.
You know, before
Yeah.
we came on air, Brian said all the questions are hard, as though jumping out into space on a pair of skis is easy. I think this is the guy who's got the future in media here. He even remembered the clap back to USA Nordic. So thank you guys so much. All the best wishes, and we'll hope to see you back here very soon.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Okay, you guys, isn't that fun? I love that. We're going to take a break. Lots more show after this. Please stay tuned.
The very first